My daughter and I shall soon be together. A sailor from Taranto stopped Mark when he saw my man begin to embark. But when my daughter gets here, I think we'll find that we're ill-disposed for what we had in mind. For what you've now told me about your son has brought us back to where we'd once begun.
Don't worry, I assure you that this block will be removed before her boat may dock.
Signor Argot, do you know what I think? When in raising children, one must never blink.
Of course not. But what is it you're suggesting?
Simply saying that some simple testing would show bad lives, as some children live them, come from bad upbringing fathers give them.
That may be so, but how does that apply?
Apply?
Yes.
If you'd managed to deny your son's demands for every little thing, he would not have gone on this outrageous fling.
I take it you brought up your son much better.
He sticks to my instructions to the letter.
Your son, I see, drank virtue from his nurse. What would you say had he done something worse?
How's that?
What then?
What do you mean to say?
You're pretty quick to note when others stray that living in a glass house, there's a cost for all those stones you casually toss.
I can't make heads or tails of your riddle.
I think it might soon dawn on you a little.
Do you know of some business with my son?
Could be.
Then what?
Scapin was not quite done explaining to me of your son's transgression, and that be only with a vague impression. I'm sure you'll soon hear of his downward journey. For now, I must consult with my attorney.
What could it be? A fault? Even worse? I can't imagine any greater curse. To wed without consent is an evil act. Oh, could Scapin have been but more exact? Aha! There you are!
You're home, my dearest father!
Hold off!
Allow me to embrace!
Don't bother.
I must express my joy at your return!
I'll give you the greeting I think you earned.
What's that?
Hold still. Just look me in the eye.
Huh?
Don't look away. I want to see you lie.
How's that?
Now what's going on here?
What's going on?
What wicked indiscretions did you spawn? What evil web have you covertly spun?
What is it you expect I might have done?
It's not what I expect, this thing you hid, but rather specifically what you did.
There's nothing that I've done for your complaint.
Oh no?
No!
You are sure?
There's no taint that I've incurred since your long trip began.
That's not what I hear from your Scapin.
Scapin?
His name makes you turn red.
I can't imagine what he might have said.
I won't air out dirty laundry here. Go home. Wait for me. Don't disappear. When I get details of your antics wild, I'll renounce your standing as my child. If I find accusations merited, you shall soon be disinherited.
A knave! Betraying me like this. A traitor, a rogue of all men made by the Creator. The one who has most he might conceal becomes the very first who will reveal them to my father. I now swear to God I'll be revenged on that outrageous fraud.
How lucky am I, good heaven has blessed you with such resources to come to my rescue. ungrateful God should guide me to befriend you.
While to the devil I will soon commend you.
Your servant, sir, you do me veneration.
You joke at my expense, such provocation. I'll teach you, villain.
Sir, what?
Oleander.
Don't hold me back.
Sir.
Oh, stop.
Don't pander to insulate him from my vindication.
Don't hurt him.
Sir, what is the provocation? What might I do which might be so displeasing?
You know it well enough. Such wicked treason.
Leander, stop.
No, he must now confess to what he did to earn my mad address. You thought I'd never hear of your betrayal? Come now, I want to hear the honest tale of breach of faith you managed here to brew, or else my blade will quickly run you through.
Oh, sir, could you have such a cruel streak?
I could.
Something I did to you.
Such cheek. You know precisely what it was you did.
I tell you, sir, I don't. Oh, God forbid that I should lie to you.
Don't
All right, sir. It all comes back. Do you recall I broke that quarter cask of vintage Spanish wine which you maintained? I cracked it, splashed some rain around, and feigned the wine had all spilled out onto the floor.
It was you then who broke into my store. You stood aside and even portrayed it. Might have been our foreign serving maid. I gave that girl a thorough dressing down.
I paid her back when you were not around. I'll not do it again, sir, have no doubt.
That's good, but that's not what this is about.
It wasn't that.
No, it's another issue concerns me now, and I simply insist that you bring it to mind before I run you through.
That's all I think I did concerning you.
I'll kill you till you're dead and badly bruised.
I don't know what to say. I'm so confused.
So you won't talk.
Sir. All right. There's one small thing that I might share. 3 weeks ago, you sent me with a present, a watch to give to your young gypsy peasant. I came back with my clothes all stained with mud, and on my face were scrapes of dried up blood. I told you that some thieves had jumped and beat me and stole your watch before your love might meet me. Well, I must tell you, sir, I beat myself and pocketed your watch with some slight stealth. I'm sorry, sir, I simply am a slime.
Why did you keep my watch?
To tell the time.
Finding out some stuff here that's appealing, and yet this is some other double dealing.
That wasn't it!
Oh, that was quite a match, but that's not the thing to which you must confess. It doesn't match your one most wicked scam of which I mean for you to blab.
Oh, damn!
You better talk it soon. I'm in a hurry.
That's all there is!
That's all?
Hey, now!
Don't worry! It all comes back. You recall that ghost that scared you to run headlong to that post? You nearly broke your neck as you did flee?
I know it. Yes.
Well, sir, that ghost was me.
You played a ghost to scare me from my wits?
I only wanted that you'd call it quits from making us chase you about each night.
I will recall this when the time is right. However, I will come to the affair. What secrets to my father did you blare?
Your father?
Yes, my father, wicked wretch.
To tell him anything would be some stretch. I haven't seen the man since he got back.
You haven't seen it?
No, sir, see, I lack the chance to perpetrate what you describe.
Is this some trick?
No, sir, it is no jibe. I'll get the man to tell you to your face.
But he himself dispatched me on this chase by telling me how you did deride.
I'm sorry, sir. Seems the old man lied.
Master! Master! I have bad news in store.
What's that?
The gypsies came to kidnap your dear Zurnut, and she, with tears in her eyes, begged that Count to tell this last surprise. Now if, in these 2 hours, you don't come and bring with you the aforementioned sum, they'll take her away, and she'll be gone forever.
2 hours?
Yes, 2 hours!
Oh, good. Clever. Most dear Scapin. I beg you for your help.
Oh, dear Scapin. Now, dear Scapin, you yelp. You need me now, so now I'm in the fold.
Oh, I forgive all the stuff you've told. Or even worse, should I find out you've done it?
Oh no, you must take out your blade and run it right through my body. I would really rather that you might stab and spill my guts and slather them all about to warn of wicked ways. Do kill me, sir. Conclude my wretched days.
Oh, please, I promise you must save my life by rescuing my love from this one strife.
No, sir, you must do what you said you'd do. Please take your blade and quickly run me through.
Oh, please, Scapin,
And nice man, join my dear plea to his.
You see how I've been treated here?
There is no absolution for the way I've acted. I can but say I was quite distracted. I beg you help me.
Please, for my sake too.
From nowhere, right out of the stinking blue, you pay me such a bold and crass affront.
You're right, it was an awful foolish stunt.
To call me villain, wretch, or double dealing.
I'm sorry. I just can't control my feelings.
To want to run me through with his fell blade.
I beg your pardon for this mess I've made, and if these words themselves will not appease, see, here I fall and beg you on my knees. I beg you not desert me in this row.
Come on, Scapin, you must forgive him now.
Oh, very well, get up. But next time around, don't go accusing till you've greater ground.
You'll help me in this dire situation?
I'll give to it some due consideration.
But we have not a minute to be lost.
Don't worry on it. Now, what is the cost? What do you need?
I need 500 acres.
And you, Octave, of how much need you make use?
200 gold pistols.
I plan to get the money from your fathers. Yours is set. The plan's already put forth into action. While yours will be an easier extraction, for though the man's a miser to the bone, it's not intelligence for which he's known, and I can simply lead him by the nose without him seeing through a simple pose. That's no offense to you. There's not a hint of likeness twixt you, even if you squint. By now, you must know what we've all long known. He's just your father in the name alone. Scapin! All right, you needn't get so bothered. These folk get so upset by whom they're fathered. But here, Octave, your father is approaching. We'll start with him since he's the first encroaching. Get off! And tell Sylvester to come quick. He has to play a part within this trick. He is, again he's ruminating.
How can you be so foolish, consummating a marriage of that sort of witless man?
Good day to you, sir.
Hello, Scapin.
I see that wedding does disturb you yet.
I must admit it has me quite upset.
To live one's life is to be ever cursed. One always must be ready for the worst. Not long ago, I heard the ancient saying, which helps me gird against my fortune straying.
Which was?
A father, coming home from travels, before he sets his foot on front walk's gravels, should first consider all of the afflictions that might befall in quite detailed depictions. His house burnt down, his strong box penetrated, wife dead, son crippled, daughter violated, and then whatever else goes wrong instead, the man may see that he's come out ahead. I've taken on myself this little bet. When I return from wherever I went, I am prepared for angriest attacks, reproaches, and abuse. Kicks up my back, a beating with a stick or with a belt. And then, for each reproof I wasn't dealt, for every happy, uninflicted scar, I take some time to thank my lucky star.
That's fine, but this is more than I can bear. I've made a promise I cannot forswear. I've asked my lawyer about this stupid match. He will get my son off with dispatch.
Oh, sir, you don't want that. Take my advice. The law will cost an unaccounted price. You'll institute a really wretched wrangle and won't know how to get out from the tangle.
I see that, but what options have I got?
I think I know. I've given this some thought. I felt so bad about your ill condition. For son to put his dad in this position, I can't stand by while you should face this threat.
My thanks, Scapin. I'm ever in your debt.
I saw the brother of the girl your son is married to, and he seems to be one of those rough fellows, ever with the sword, all cuts and thrusts. He threatened and he roared. He killed a man, he said, and it appeared no more concerned than drinking off his beer. I tasked him on the topic, I must say, and showed him very clearly of the way the marriage may in time be yet retracted, considering the violence he's enacted upon the person of reluctant groom. I then explained, the courts may well assume the father's rights, which may sway the decision in light of all your money and position. before too long he was so stricken dumb that he would settle for a certain sum. As long as he is somewhat compensated, he'll let the marriage be deconsummated.
What does he want?
Well, what he'd first pronounce were several large, preposterous amounts.
How much?
Oh, crazy stuff.
But why?
He trolls to get some 500 or 600 pistoles.
Or may he get 500 or 600 infections? Does he think he'll exploit a dad's affections? Or does he think he's dealing with a dope?
That's just what I told him. You cannot hope to bluff with such a silly proposition. You have to moderate your rash position. The father's not one of those simple souls whom you might dupe from 600 pistoles. At last, he slowly started to be shaken from thinking you would be so simply taken. And thus he says to me, I now aspire to join the army, and I will require equipment which will set me back a bit, and though what you propose brings on my fit, I have to have a horse to reach my goals. A good one is at least 60 pistoles.
60 pistols. I might supply those funds.
I'll need a harness and a set of guns. Just 20 more pistols should be enough.
Add 20 to the 60 for this stuff. We're up to 80 to fill his demand.
That's right.
Well, that's more than I at first had planned, but if we'll get this out of the way.
I also need a horse for my valet. I found one for just 30 more pistols.
The devil! Let him walk! The servant strolls! I shall not give the man a single sou!
Oh, sir.
No, that's too much.
But really, you don't think the servant ought to tramp and trudge?
What I think is I'll take this to the judge.
Oh, sir, don't stick at such a silly sum. You must do what you can to keep this from the court.
All right, tack on those 30 more.
I also need, he said, a pack mule for...
The devil take the man and take his mule. Does he think me some simpleton or fool? That's it, we'll take this matter to the judge.
But, sir...
No, that's enough, I will not budge.
Sir, just a little pack mule that may
No
pass.
mule, no donkey, not the smallest ass.
But think about it.
I'd rather go to court.
Oh, sir, if you think this man may extort, give thought to all the law's great machinations which frustrate men of endless wealth of patience. Think of appeals and writs of jurisdiction, rapacious beasts of wicked predilection. At every stage you pass another thief who looks to give your pocketbook relief. These bailiffs, lawyers, counselors, and clerks, reporters, and the judges, each one shirks the fairness that they owe for slightest perks. And then you'll know just how the system works. A bailiff serves a false writ on your case, and you may disappear without a trace. Your lawyer may be got at by your foe and sell you out for bits of ready dough. Your counsel might be won out that same way and fail to make appearance on that day, or else he'll argue everything obscurely and see to it you lose the case securely. These court reporters, clerks find ways to hamper by stealing the transcription, which they tamper. That is, assuming that the court reporter transcribed it all as said in proper order. And even having made it past them all, the judge himself might rather make you crawl. Some pious folk solicit him against you, or else some woman that the man intends to. I must beseech your sense of worth. Do not get caught inside this hell on earth. Woo. Thank you. To be at law is to be damned alive. And I would sooner find ways to contrive a trip to take me to the most remote location on the earth by fastest boat.
So how much does he bracket for the mule?
Sir, for the mule, the horse, the harness tool, the pistols, and to settle something weighty between the man and his supposed landlady, he asked in all for 200 pistols.
200?
Yes.
The greedy Greatest of trolls. Come on, we'll take this matter to the court.
But they
I'll go to court.
do not resort.
I want to go to court.
But it will cost at least as much, or case will be quite lost. You'll pay out for the writ, the registrations, the power of attorney, consultations, the time your lawyer spends upon the case, and time the advocates spend face to face. Engrossing of the documents in piles will cost you long before you see the trials, the substitutes reports, the judges' fees, the signatures, provisional decrees, the registrar, warrants, verdicts, stamps upon your pocketbook will place their clamps. And while each honest player you subscribe, that doesn't count the folk you have to bribe. And here's a matter straining all beliefs. You even pay for your attorney's briefs. If you pay out the money now, at first, it's only once you'll be so badly cursed.
But 200 pistols.
Oh, and on top, I've worked out in my head how much you'll drop on all the little costs of getting justice, and find the process will quite quickly bust us. By giving that 200 as a gifty, you save yourself at least 150, which doesn't count the worries and the trouble you'll find in getting through this awful rubble if all that you avoided was the snide remarks in which these lawyers take such pride, which they express for all the world to hear. I'd pay 300 just to not appear.
No, really, for such stuff I couldn't care. Just let them talk about me. They won't dare.
Well, you do what you like in this dispute, but were it me, I'd not engage a suit.
200 is too much. I must be balking.
Here's the man about whom we've been talking.
Scapin, just show me to that man our gut.
Whatever for?
I heard that he might want to bring a suit against me and my sister, and have her be unmarried from her mister.
Well, I don't know that he would sue as such, but he tells me 200 is too much.
Why, by his blood and wounds, should I yet meet him? I'll chop him up into pieces, and then eat him. I don't care if they break me on the wheel.
Argant's a man of spirit. He won't feel a bit afraid about the likes of you.
Won't he? Why, were he here right now, I'd run him through. Who's this?
Oh, that's not he, sir. That's not he.
Are you sure he's not a friend?
No, sir. You see, this man's Argant's most mortal enemy.
His enemy?
He's very venomy.
Good God! I think you're just the man I want! The mortal enemy of my heart!
Yes, sir. I'll answer for him.
Oh, shake, sir! Shake! I give my word, I swear. This oath I take before the sky might yet this day turn red. That rogue, Argant, will be struck down, cold, dead. Rely on me.
Oh, sir, our Constitution says violent acts will lead to prosecution.
What do I care about some frigging laws? I've not rules that might lead me to pause.
You won't find him alone. His friends have might, and each would put up quite a rugged fight.
So much the better. Damn my soul to hell. That's just what I want. A whole platoon to fell. If only he were here before me now, along with all his friends. His dog, his cow. Just let him appear before me now with a group of 30. I couldn't wait to get my hands all dirty and drench myself in all their spurting blood until it fills the rivers with its blood. Come on, you blackguards. Wretches, come and get me. If you think it's enough, you haven't met me. Have at you, rogues, you weasels, filthy rats. I'll drink your blood before it even splats. Oh, come on! I got you now, you stoats! I'll pierce your bellies and cut your throats and lunge! And lunge! What? Can't you stick around? Stand your ground, I tell you, damn it! Stand your ground!
We're not of their party, see?
Well, I guess that'll teach you to play tricks on me.
See how many people lose their souls, all for a measly 200 pistoles? Oh well, I'm off. Good luck.
Scapin!
Oh yes?
I have decided that I'll acquiesce.
A capital decision. I agree.
Let's find the man. I have him here on me.
You only need to give them over here. For honor's sake, your person can't appear, not once you try to pass here for another. And furthermore, I do believe the brother, on seeing you, might think to ask for more.
I'd like to see my money was secure.
Why? Don't you trust me?
It's not that.
Come now, am I a rogue who cannot keep his vow, or might you trust me like you would a brother? Come on, good sir, 'tis one or 'tis the other. Should I deceive, I would quite undeserve you. What motive might I have here but to serve you, just as my master, with whom you've begun to forge a greater tie through your good son? If, after all of this, I'm still suspicious, if you might think that I might be malicious, I throw my hands up, sir, with great despair. Find someone else to help with this affair.
No, take it then.
No, I'm another man. I can't be trusted with your worthy plan.
Good God, please take it.
No, sir, can't you feel it? You cannot trust I might not up and steal it.
Oh, take it. Take it. Don't make me repeat. Just till you get some sort of a receipt.
Leave it to me. Do you think I'm a dunce?
I'll wait for you at home.
Be there at once. Well, that's one down and one more yet to go. And here he is. Good heaven makes them flow into my net the moment that it's clear. Oh, heavens, such disaster! Woe is here! Unfortunate Geraint, what will you do?
What is he saying with such awful rude?
Can no one here point me to find Geraint?
I'm here, Scapin. What is it you want?
Oh, of such tidings must I be the bearer?
I'm here. What is this holy terror?
In vain, I saw him out all over town.
You might yet find me if you just slow
He
down.
must be hiding so no one might find.
Oh, stop! I'm here. What is it? Are you blind?
Oh, sir, I couldn't find you anywhere.
For the last hour, I've been right there. What is this trouble of which you've been wailing?
Oh, sir.
What?
Sir, your son.
Yes?
Such a failing. He fell into misfortune rather bad.
What was...
I saw him sitting, somewhat sad. He seemed upset at something you had said. It seems that you got something in your head which mixed me in here, much to my discredit. I don't know what it was. It was you who said it. And so, to raise his vigor, we went walking down by the harbor where some ships were docking. And as we walked, we found that we would dally while gazing at a sumptuous Turkish galley. A pleasant-looking Turk hailed us aboard, and through the ship Leander and I toured. We went below, and there lay a collation laid out with delicacies of temptation. We helped ourselves to fruit and finest wine.
So terrible. That all sounds fine.
Oh, sir, I'm getting to our evil fate. The ship put out to sea while we both ate, and when we were a distance from the port... Here's my number. Give me a call. You don't have anything against actors or anything, do you? Oh, line?
Distance from the...
And when we were a distance from the port, they put me in a skiff to come report that as your son is rich and rather handsome, he names 500 acus as his ransom. And if we don't soon pay the awful knave, Algiers will get your son as newest slave.
The devil! What? He asks 500 acres?
Yes, and gave me 2 hours to make use of to get the cash.
Oh, the Turk's a very villain to kill me in this way.
I know you're willing to do what needs to be done to save your child, and that his capture simply drives you wild.
But why in the world would he go on board?
He didn't know that he was being lured.
Scapin, go and tell that Turkish beast I'm going now to round up the police.
You think the law can reach him on the seas? You must be joking, sir. Come on now, please.
But why in the world would he go on board?
His fickle fate led on, and he explored.
Oh, Scapin, you must act out the faithful servant.
I always do, sir, with a spirit fervent.
Oh, go and tell that Turk to send my son and take his place till the money's won.
Oh, sir, have you a sense of what you're saying? You really think that Turk will be okaying a switch for wretch like me with son assured?
Why in the world would he go on board?
Your son had no way that he might be knowing. Remember, just 2 hours. They'll be going.
You say he wants
500 écus.
Oh, this is the darkest day, the deepest woe. 500 acres? Does his conscience work?
For certain, sir. The conscience of a Turk.
Does he know what 500 acres is?
I didn't think to give the man a quiz, but I suppose it's 1,500 francs.
Does he think that they just pass them out at banks, or they fall from trees in proper season?
Some people, sir, just won't give in to reason.
But why in the world would he go on board?
It's true, but one can't know these things. Good Lord, please hurry.
Here's the key to my desk drawer.
That's good.
Go open it. All right, I stored inside the key to my attic. You follow me?
Your son will be ecstatic.
Sell all the clothes you find inside the hamper. Go quickly. Scamper.
Senor, you must be dreaming, are you not? You wouldn't get 100 for the lot. Besides, we have such little time assured.
But why in the world would he go on board?
Oh, not again! Forget the boarding, please! And keep in mind the son that they did seize. Alas, I'll no more see you, little master. For even as I speak, some fell disaster befalls in taking you off to Algiers to be a slave through your most tender years. My only solace is, mine's not the shame, but father's lack of love. That's what's to blame.
Oh, wait here, Scapin. I'll go get that sum.
Go quickly, sir. The clock begins to hum. I fear that it may strike at any second.
You say he asked 400 acres.
No, he reckoned 500 écus.
For 5?
Implored.
But why in the world would he go on board?
Not again. Forget the boarding. Please go. That's true, but one can't know these things. Please hurry. Quite right, but now's the time to tap your hoarding.
Oh, curse the galley! Curse that awful boarding!
He seems to have that boarding on the brain.
Scapin, seems I forgot I've gotten gain. I've gotten gold and stuck it here in my pocket. I never got the chance to even stock it. Take it, go and find my son and save.
Yes, sir.
But tell that Turk that he's a knave, a dog,
Yes.
an infidel.
I promise you that I will task him well.
To rob me thus, 'tis against all equity. It is the height of insurrequity.
I couldn't say it better on my own.
That this installment is nothing but loan.
Right?
And I shall have my retribution.
Oh, yes.
Now go and end this persecution.
Yo, sir.
Scapin,
The money.
don't you want it?
No, sir, you stuck it right back in your pocket.
Alas, is my grief. Leaves me distracted.
I see this leaves your heart dearly impacted.
But why in the world would he go on board? Oh, curse that galley. Oh, what I've endured. I'll be revenged on that most wretched Turk.
500 acres never were such work. He cannot stomach their profound extraction. But I shall be revenged for recent action. He'll pay for telling lies at my expense.
Did you extract the recompense?
Did you collect the gold to win my love?
200 dear pistoles collected of your father in his greed.
Oh, I could sing.
For you, I couldn't do a single thing.
And it's my life which I must hereby give. Without my Zerbinette, I couldn't live.
Come back, come back. You give in all too quickly.
What else do you expect?
Don't look so sickly. I have that which you need right in my hand.
Finally, my slave of hope is back.
But only on condition that you let me pay revenge to pay your father's debt.
Whatever you like.
You say before a witness?
Of course.
Then go and buy your lover with this, 500 acres.
Come, let us wait no more and ransom home the love I so adore.